Okay, I hope I have enough video on this thing. I have a droid. Oh, hi! Oh, hi, fans. I didn't see you there. This is Ben, Jammin' Straley, otherwise known as the Jammin' Dude, or LJ Duderino if you're not into the whole brevity thing. Hey, guess what? I got a thing. Let me show you after I introduce. Tonight's co-host is Hot Buttered Scotch. There's usually rum in this, but I went to go make hot buttered rum and found out I was out of rum. And then I found, hey, here's a bottle of scotch. So, sometimes during the cold winter months, I go for that. But hey, guess what? I got a thing. I'm so excited about my thing. This just came. Okay, so, this came in the mail today. I'm uber excited about it. This is the 40th anniversary edition of A Farewell to Kings by Rush. Absolutely one of my favorite albums by Rush. This is a classic. I love this. I hope they do the same thing with Hemispheres next year, but we'll get to that later. So, I'll confess, this is not necessarily a true unboxing. I started to open this, and I looked at a couple of things, and then I went, you know what? I should do a Jammin' Dude's Name. I should do this for sure. So, I only peeked for a little bit. I looked at a couple of things, but I didn't do the whole thing before I realized, no, I gotta save this. So this is 3 CDs, 1 Blu-ray, and 4 LPs. This is the whole shebang. It also contains, it's called the Holy Grail Rush Concert. It's the complete Hammersmith show from February 20th, 1978, from the A Farewell to Kings tour. This was partially released on the 3rd disc of the Different Stages live package that came out on the Test for Echo tour, I want to say 1998. So the Test for Echo came out in 96, the tour was in 97, so I'm, off the top of my head, I'm assuming that came out around 1998. I was at that show at the Gorge in George, Washington. Great show. One of the most amazing shows of my entire life. One of them. But this has the full show and 4 newly recorded covers from Dream Theater. Dream Theater covering Xanadu. And Big Wreck, The Trues, and Alan Johannes. I'm not familiar with the rest of these artists, but you all know, if you've watched my show at all, that Dream Theater is one of my favorites. And the crown jewel to me, a 5.1 surround sound mix of the album by Steven Wilson, the master producer himself, in my humble opinion. But let's get to the unboxing. So, first of all, great cover. Love the cover. This is an awesome cover. I love the little dude down there. I don't know who that's supposed to be, but that's really awesome. And I like the whole cover. I think it's very elegant. It's very well done. The back is basically the listing. I didn't even read this yet. Producer's note, with disc 4, you are now able to hear at home what we hear in the studio. This Blu-ray disc contains all 6 tracks from A Farewell to Kings in high-resolution 24-bit DTS HD master audio and Dolby True HD 5.1 surround sound. Blah, 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 blah. This is primarily an audio-only disc with basic navigation. Okay, cool. What's funny is that my Blu-ray player is hooked up to 5.1. My DVD player is hooked up to 5.1. My Blu-ray is not. So it's a long story. I'm going to have to get a new receiver because... But anyway. So, on to the unboxing. This is just a beautiful recreation of the A Farewell to Kings tour book. Exclusive. I think that this is really neat. Has beautiful artwork on the inside. Has a picture of them showing up in was probably their tour bus at the time. Nice callback that you got Max Webster. They're playing with Max Webster at this particular. That obviously. It says it's from Santa Barbara, California. Has the European leg of the tour, and so that's pretty cool. and some really cool stuff. And it's all done in glossy. This is probably, while I'm sure it is a recreation of the original one, I'm betting that this paper is probably higher quality than what they had back then. So, really cool edition. Got my hands all washed before I did this too. This is, I guess, original art design. This is like the original ideas by Hugh Syme. So this literally looks like a recreation of like what he drew on a napkin, because there's even like coffee stains and stuff. And you can see this is very, I want to say this is extremely high definition, because I know you can't really see it here, but these creases and these folds, these are so clear that it almost looks like this piece of paper has been wrinkled and folded. If you look at it really close, and if you own this, you'll see what I mean. It is almost creepy the way that they've, you feel like you can reach out and you'd be able to like touch and feel the wrinkles in the napkin, and it's perfectly smooth. So that's a kind of a really cool thing. And then here's the other one of early artwork by Hugh Syme. I think that's pretty cool. On to the biggie. This, when I started to pull this out, this was when I was kind of like, whoa, you're kidding me, because this is, I was expecting there to be an LP, but this 4 LP set, look at this. This is a book. I mean, I have never in my entire life owned a single LP sleeve that looked even remotely like this. This is so cool. And this was at the point where I was like, oh no, 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 no. I gotta share this with my friends. I haven't even started to look, but just now as I'm looking at it, I noticed that, I didn't notice this until just now, but check it out. Is that the Signals dog right there? And if so, are there other album references on the rest of the album? There's a set of golf clubs on one side. It's possible that each one of these chairs somehow represents a member of the band, because like this one has a wine bottle. Oh, of course they're all into wine, so as we know from a couple of the videos, but with one having a set of golf clubs and stuff, maybe they're all into that. So there's the design on the records. That's pretty cool. They're different colors. Just want to make sure that this is all like beautified. Oh, it's perfect. It's just beautiful. So that's what LP number 1 looks like. And I'm very impressed, by the way, can I say, with the quality of the slipcovers. These are not like half-assed cheesy, but they are actually, nice. These are nice slipcovers too. The records appear to be of good, decent, solid weight quality. I'm sure they're probably 180 gram, as many remasters these days tend to be. More artwork on the inside, some of which I've seen before. Let me just try and hold this up without dropping everything, but this shot I've seen before. That crowd shot I don't recall off the top of my head seeing anywhere, but that's a really cool front row shot of Rush in concert. Then when you get to the middle, oh wow, oh cool. This is one, I almost want to use this. This is a turntable pad. Ad Regum Val. I'm going to have to look that up later, if I'm even pronouncing it right. So I'm going to set that aside for a second. Look at the size of this thing. This booklet's huge. This is, just looking at this, this is one of those times where I feel like, as a Rush fan, I've been a Rush fan for a very long time. But sometimes I feel like they've been so self-depreciating that they've been hesitant to put together something this grandiose, because their attitude has always been a bit of, well, you know, we're not that important. We who would buy such a monstrosity? Well, yes, we would, and I can never. There's a very long introduction here by Rob Bowman, so I'm excited to be able to sit down and read that. But very extensive. Ooh, pretty. I want to show you guys this. Just seeing that's really awesome. So, very, very cool booklet that comes. Oh my goodness. Some of this artwork. Check out, they have artwork for each song. Look at that. That's the artwork for Xanadu. That is so cool. I am so excited. And some concert shots. Wow. I'm just now I got to turn over and just see what we get for. Oh, wow. There's a wine cork with Cygnus X1. Check it out. So, this is the big deal. We get more artwork. 2 more LPs of stuff. I know that those extra 2 LPs are probably going to contain said full-length concert. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the whole thing on disc. This disc comes out. I'm going to have to rip this. This is pretty awesome. Oh, whoa, what's this? There's like another disc underneath. This is probably the Blu-ray. Yeah, this is the surround sound mix. So this is the Blu-ray. And then, oh, that's cool.